Okay, so today we're gonna be learning how to pick up the bird with just the racket. Now, this is very important because it'll make you look more professional and also speed up the game a lot more. So yeah, let's get started. So step one, you could either use the backhand grip. You can either use the backhand grip, the Belleville grip, or the normal forehand grip. I like to use the Belleville grip, but you guys can just use whatever you want that fits you. So step two is this motion, and you're gonna want to make sure that the shuttlecock is aligned with your racket. And then step three is just scooping it up like that. Now, a tip is that you want to make sure the racket head is facing up at the end, so that way you're not doing this, and instead you're picking it up directly like that. If you guys want to practice, you guys can just grab a stack of birds, just throw them on the ground, and just practice over and over again.
Okay, and then here are some pro tips. So the first one is, when you guys are picking up, make sure the scooping action right here, you want to make it quick. Use your wrist only. Don't use your whole arm because you're gonna lose control. Use only your wrist and your fingers to quickly go from this position to turning a racket head this way. So let me demonstrate right here. Okay, so when you guys are scooping, here are some pro tips. So you want to make sure you're only using your fingers and your wrists to do most of the action. Right over here, you want to make sure you're doing this action with your wrist. You want to use your wrist to turn it up this way. See how my racket went from sideways, swapped over to the other side. This action has to be quick and it has to be down here. If you slow it down and stop midway right here, the bird's gonna end up flying off. Let me show you guys what it looks like. If you guys were to just slow it down and not do a quick scoop, this is what's gonna happen. You see how the birds just fly off just like that? Then what you guys want to do is make sure you keep your racket here, and once you're scooping it up, quick scooping action. That's number one. Number two is, right after you got this motion right here, you have to bring it to a slow, steady stop slowly. If you guys stop it too quickly, the bird's gonna fly right off. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like if you guys do stop too quickly. See how the birds just flew off? So here, let me demonstrate how you guys could do it properly. So right here, we're gonna scoop slow and steady. See that? Slow and steady, still on my racket. Okay, that's number two. Number three for pro tip is, you want to have the tip of the bird to be pointing towards you. So you see my feet, I'm standing here. I'm going to have the bird pointing towards me this way. Yep, and then number four, the last minor pro tip is, make sure you keep your racket, starting off, keep your racket more parallel. The more parallel to the ground you have your racket, the easier it is. As you get more advanced, you can start moving up and start getting it this way. For now, start off close. Right here, simple action, because you have a little bit more surface area to work with right here, instead of just this tip to scoop up the bird. Keep it low, scoop it up, just like that. So that's gonna be the end of today's video. Today we learned how to pick up the bird so you guys can look more cool on court and be able to go through games a little bit faster. What you don't want is having the bird drop and every single time needing to pick it up and then grabbing it and then serving it over, because that's very slow. Instead, what we know how to do now is go ahead and just pick up the bird and hit it over to your opponent. In our next video, we are gonna learn how to pick up the bird mid-air, just like this. You see how, oh God. You see how I'm able to pick up the bird mid-air just like this? Slowly cushion it. This is a little bit more advanced, but once you guys get down how to properly pick up the bird when it's on the ground, then you guys can start to learn how to pick up the bird in mid-air. That's gonna be a little bit more difficult, but once you got the basics, but just picking it off the ground, getting it mid-air will be a lot easier. So that's the end of today's video. Like this video if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, check out the other videos for more tutorials, and that's the end of today's video. Thanks for watching.